Okay, dear students, now we will move forward to exercise 7.4, page number 152. Question number 1, A and B, try to do it on your own. I will start explaining you from question number C. Show all these given fractions on a number line. Put appropriate sign between the given fractions. Few fractions are given here. We need to put appropriate sign in between them. So how to represent the fractions on a number line, I have told you in the previous shared clips also. So once again we will discuss this question. First of all, we can see here the denominator is 6. Therefore, the line which we will make, we need to divide this line into 6 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we make 5 lines, the line is divided into 6 equal parts. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we will represent all the numerators. How to represent? First one is 2 upon 6. So this is your first line. So this particular will be considered as 2 upon 6. Next one we have 4 upon 6. So this is 3. So this will be considered as 4 upon 6. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. Now we have 8 upon 6. Now where will this 8? We know that whenever the fraction is improper, that fraction will be shown after 1 in the number line, right? So this is your 5. This will be your 6 upon 6. Now this will be your 6 upon 6. It is asked for 8 upon 6. So this will be your 7 and this fraction will be considered as 8 upon 6. Always keep in mind the fractions which are proper, numerator is smaller. Those fractions will all be before 1, okay? And those fractions which are, the numerator is greater, that is improper, those will be shown after 1. Clear? This is your representation of the following fractions on the number line. Then we have to show this 5 upon 6 and 2 upon 6. Which one is greater? Both the denominators are same. 5 will be greater. Then we have 3 upon 6 and 0. So 0 is towards the left on the number line and 3 upon 6 will definitely on the right of the number line. Therefore 3 upon 6 will be greater. 1 upon 6 or 6 upon 6. You just see in the number line. 1 upon 6 is here and 6 upon 6 is far away. So we know that the numbers which are on the right side are greater. Therefore 6 upon 6 will be considered as greater. You can say like this also. Dividing we get 1. And if we have 1 and we have 1 upon 6. So the proper fractions are always less than 1. Okay. Now the next one we have 8 upon 6 and 5 upon 6. So which one will be greater? 6 and 6 are same. So 8 upon 6 will be greater. That's how we have to do question number 1C.